I thought I would change it up a bit this week and make a little vlog because I went on a weekend trip this weekend and I took 2 days off work and we actually decided to go back yesterday. So today I have the entire day for myself and for my knitting, obviously. So I thought I'd just take you along a bit. I am starting the day with some admin because I'm getting ready to launch my small stupid hat pattern. And what I still need to do to get it ready is make a little questionnaire for my testers so that they can give all their feedback in a structured way. And then I need to choose a second charity because this pattern is going to be a charity pattern. So all of the money I make from it are going to be donated to charity. And I want to donate to 2 charities because I would like to donate to an animal-related cause, but then it felt wrong to not donate to human-related causes, you know? So I already have my animal charity picked out. I'm gonna be telling you more about it later. And then I will also be telling you about the second charity that I choose. And what else do I need to do? I still have to do the German translation of the pattern, but I think that has time until next weekend. I still haven't decided on a launch date, so if I do decide, I'm gonna put it here so that you can all be ready if you would like to knit this hat. So yes, that is what I will be doing. Do I have anything else on my agenda for today? Oh yes, I will also be knitting a birthday sweater for my boyfriend, and I think I have decided on a design and a construction. This is gonna be a self-drafted sweater, and I will be taking notes just in case I decide to write a pattern for it. But this sweater is gonna be so niche that I'm not sure if anybody would want a pattern. Yeah, more on that as well. But I'm still considering just making it a free pattern also because I've never written a sweater pattern before and I have no idea how grading works. So it feels wrong to have people pay money for something that might be shit. And then what else do I want to do? I think these are the most important things I want to get done today. I'm also knitting on my Pia scarf narrow. I am on my 6th pattern repeat out of 8. So I might actually be able to get that done today. I'll also need to practice the piano so that I will not be disappointing my piano teacher. And let's get started. Okay, I hope you can see. So I just wanted to show you the little, hello. I just wanted to show you the little questionnaire that I made for my testers. I am making this anonymous just because I want my testers to be able to freely give their feedback and like tell me everything that's on their mind without feeling awkward or like they might offend me, because obviously it's about the hat and I want the hat and the pattern to be as good as possible. So the first question is gonna be, which size did you make? Just so that I know if I have to improve on the fit or anything, which size this is concerning. Then just a little like Likert scale Look at me coming through with my academic knowledge. Whether they're happy with the fit of the hat, because I myself knit this in a very slippery yarn, and I want to know how much that influenced the fit. If somebody else knitted in a more grippy yarn, whether they feel like their hat is too small or too big. Then they can just select which part they think would need improving, but that is not a mandatory question, so they can skip that. And then I have made a visual aid because the pattern includes a way to invisibly sew the brim to the hat so that it's not slipping around. And I made an image for that because I thought that would be easier to understand, but I'm actually not sure if it would be more helpful to have a video on that. Another thing that a lot of people seem to find important is a schematic. And I personally don't make use of them that much, but I absolutely understand how that could be helpful. And I'm not sure, do people only use them for garments? Or would it also be important to have them for accessories? So that is what I will be asking my testers as well, if they would have liked a schematic, because I'm strongly considering making one. Not because I think the pattern necessarily needs it, but I want to get some practice in on how to make one well, so that if I do decide to release a sweater pattern or something like that, that I already have a baseline of skills that I can refer back to for making the schematic. And then obviously the last question is, do you think the test knit was well organized, and is there anything you would have done differently? Just so they can let me know whether they thought the Instagram group setting was too chaotic, or if they would have preferred to like not talk in the group at all and just comment into the Word doc and stuff like that. So yes, that is what I will be asking them, and I really hope all of them are enjoying their hats. I think most of my testers have even gone through the effort of taking nice pictures, which I think is so kind. They did not have to do that, and I will also be making a tester appreciation post. I kind of want to get that done today as well. So yes, I will be sending that out now. Time has somehow gotten away from me. It is now the afternoon, it is 3:30, and I've been doing all of my stuff like I was supposed to. And I wanted to show you what I came up with for my boyfriend's birthday sweater. Hallo. Okay, I hope you can see. That is what I wanted to look like. I have decided, like, I don't want this to be just a gag sweater, not like just a joke. I want him to be able to wear this out in seriousness. So I went for one of the design options that has the piano keys on the shoulder saddle, and they go all the way down to the sleeve cuff. I was contemplating putting some piano keys right here, but I think I might not do that. That is gonna be terribly boring to knit, but I feel like the design looks better that way. So, how I plan on constructing this without having to do color work flat. Because with saddle shoulders, you make the saddles flat. And I thought I could just knit the saddle and the sleeve, like the sleeve stripe, in one, which makes sense. I would have had to pick up stitches at the bottom of the shoulder anyway if I did a saddle shoulder sweater. So I can just continue that saddle really long. And I'm planning on knitting like both sides of the sweater in one piece. And then I can just stick it in 2 places. And that's gonna be that. That should be easy enough. Now I just have to calculate how long the shoulder saddle has to be and the sleeve length. And then I have to chart the piano keys, but that shouldn't be too hard, I guess. Now for the second step in that sweater construction, I am basically gonna pick up stitches like along the saddles as you usually would, nothing special, and just leave the rest of the piano stripe just hanging down, flapping about until I get to step number 3. And one very smart person on Instagram suggested this because I was complaining that I didn't want to do the stripe on the sleeve by knitting intarsia, because I don't think I have to say it anymore. I will not be knitting intarsia under no circumstances. So that person suggested making the stripes separately and then just going back and forth and always picking up one stitch on the side. And that might take me some experimenting because I don't have a lot of experience with row gauge, basically. Like if I pick up every row, if I go along that stripe, this stripe is gonna be knitted sideways. And what I will be doing with my rows from the sleeve, I will be picking up the stitches in every, like horizontally. Am I even making sense here? Not sure if I'm explaining this in a way that you can understand, but that is basically my plan. And I guess the shoulders might take a bit of experimenting, as I said, but that's okay. I will experiment as much as it takes if I can avoid doing intarsia that way. So yes, that will be that. I will now be continuing to knit on my Pia scarf. Hold on, is that? That is the right side. I hope you can see. It has this like diamond rib pattern. And I've gotta say, my tension is not great. I apologize to the designer and I apologize to my friend who brought me this yarn from Scotland. This scarf might look like a piece of shit because I'm bad at doing 1x1 rib. The bottom part does look especially not great. Like you can see the single knit stitches are pulled very wide, and that is not a good look. So I usually twist my pearls and then I have to knit my knit stitches through the back loop. And I figured I should try knitting my pearls the conventional ways. And I feel like that did something. Like, this is less bad than this. I think we can agree on that, but it's not much better. So I should probably do some research on how to get less bad with 1x1 rib, because I feel like that would be a useful skill to have. Also, I do 2x2 rib on all of my sweaters because my 1x1 rib doesn't look right. So yes, that is that. I would really like to cast on another small scarf today, but to do that, I would have to finish this, and I'm not sure if I can do that. I think I have 1 hour to spend knitting, and then I have to start practicing the piano. So I don't think I would be able to finish the scarf. I have 3 more pattern repeats to go. But I will be having my coffee now and not stressing about it. Well, that was very unsuccessful. Why is playing piano so hard? Like, you have to read 2 different things at the same time. You have the like violin thing, and then you have the bass thing. And then you gotta do 2 different things with both of your hands. And sometimes that's just too much for my brain. But fun fact, I am learning to play the piano not because I'm into classical music, but because I don't want to get dementia. And playing music and doing math is the best thing for your brain health you could do ever, is what science says. So I actually wanted to talk about another thing, because under one of my very first videos, I think it was maybe like the 2nd or 3rd video that I ever made, someone asked me for a tattoo tour, and I am so happy to oblige, because this Friday I am actually getting a new tattoo. The way I find tattoo artists is I don't look for them, because then I'm gonna get all in my head and it's kind of hard to find them because not many of them have websites. So I rely on the Instagram algorithm to just present me with tattoo artists that meet my taste, and that has once again happened. And I'm very excited. If I get the tattoo done before I edit this video, I'm gonna pop up a picture. If not, I'm gonna show you in my next video, if you're interested. Let me know if you're interested in tattoos. But for now, you can't do anything about it. I am gonna go chronologically, or I'm gonna try. So the first one that I do have is this one. It is the wrong way around, but it says colorless green ideas sleep furiously. I got this almost 9 years ago. That is how old that is, and it has held up amazingly. The story behind this is I was dating a man, and you all know how that goes when you date men. Not well. Long story short, I had a lot of feelings for him, and he dumped me. And then I didn't know what to do with myself, so I got on a night bus to Amsterdam and decided to get a tattoo. Also, colorless green ideas is an example sentence from one of Noam Chomsky's linguistics works, because I have a master's degree in linguistics, and I thought that sentence was so cool, and I loved my master's, so I wanted to get a tattoo related to it. The next one I got in 2021. So that is this one. That is my dog, and my boyfriend always jokes that he looks like he's on ketamine, which I guess I can see, but please don't joke about my tattoo, I like it. And then this is the next one that I got. A lot of people actually don't immediately recognize what it is. So that is a snake that's coming from a sleeve. And the snake is biting a hand because the hand wants to do a handshake, but there's a snake coming out of the other hand sleeve. And I thought that was very funny. And which was next? I think that one. That is one of my favorites. I love it so much. This, contrary to popular belief, is not Anubis. I have had a man try and mansplain my own tattoo to me by telling me all about Anubis and how that was Anubis. This is not Anubis. This is a little guy called Duamutef, and basically in Old Egypt, when they mummified people, there were 4 organs that considerably sped up the decomposition process of the dead body. And so that's why they removed specifically these 4 organs. And one of them, I don't remember the other 3, but one of them is the stomach. And every one of these 4 organs has a protector, and the 4 organs are each transferred into one vase, and the vases are placed next to the mummified body. And the protectors, they appear at night and have a look at the organs, whether they're still there, so that the person to whom the body belonged can safely transition into afterlife with all of their body remnants complete. So that is him. There is no particular reason that I got him. I am not very into Greek mythology, but I specifically loved how his little mouth corner looked. I don't know, it reminded me of my dog. I love dogs very much. And then the next one is this one. I saw this on Pinterest, not the exact one. Also, these 2 were done by the same artist. And this one, these 3 are done by the same artist. And I asked her if she could draw a leopard with hearts on it for me. And to this day, we haven't come to an agreement whether this is in fact a leopard or a panther, but I like him either way. We don't discriminate against cats in this house. And then I think I got this one, this alligator. I just wanted something to go to the inside because I knew I eventually wanted to have the whole arm covered. And so I thought, I don't know, I don't have an alligator yet. It kind of fits the vibe, and that was done by a different artist than the leopard. And I had her add little hearts to him so that they match. And I've actually, the tattoo that I've gotten most compliments on is this one. I don't know if it's just because he pops so much on my shoulder, or if he is actually the best one. No, I love all my tattoos. And then, which ones did I get next? I think, oh yeah, this one actually. I have so many, I can't remember. This was a flash tattoo done by the same artist that did the snake in the hand. And I was writing to her because she was like, I'm coming to Munich, anybody wants a tattoo? And I was like, me, can I get the swallow in your flash? And she's like, it's a magpie, but you can still have it. So yeah, I also get a lot of compliments on this one because the black on this is so black. I have no idea how she does it. I have no idea how skin works, but it's very cool. And then what I got is these 2 ducks that are sitting just on top of each other. I saw a photo where 2 ducks were sitting on top of each other. And I thought it was just so fun and silly. And also that one I got at the same time. I just love this little flower, how it's smiling, like all timidly optimistic. I thought it was very cute. And then I got this one. I went to Barcelona with two of my friends for my 29th birthday, which was 2 years ago now. I'm an old lady. And we walked, like, we were looking for the beach and we walked past the tattoo shop and we went like, should we get a tattoo? Yeah, we probably should. And then we walked in there and nobody in there spoke a word of English, and I had to go in with my very limited Spanish, and all we could say to the tattoo artist is me gusta mucho, muchas gracias. That is the only communication we had. And that is just a random knife that he very quickly drew up. And so I wanted something long and skinny to go into this place. And one thing came to my mind that was long and skinny, and that was a snake. But I already had a snake. So I thought, what else is long and skinny? And for the life of me, I couldn't remember things that are long and skinny. But then I remembered knives are also long and skinny. And sometimes, like when I sit in work calls with my sleeve down, the knives just don't fuck with me. I like it very much. I think it's so funny. But people have also said that, like, soldiers and people in the military and like the very special, fancy, dangerous units, they get knives tattooed as well. I'm not claiming I do stuff like that. Like, I'd rather not do a crime of war. But here we are. I think it's funny. And the newest one is actually this. This is my only tattoo that has color. And in hindsight, it's kind of funny because the bird looks like it's stealing a bush. But I don't care. I think it's funny. I like that it has color. Like, usually the EU has updated their guidelines regarding tattoo colors, like related to pigments. And you can't really get good, colorful tattoo inks anymore, apparently, according to some tattoo artists I've talked. But I went to a guest artist again, and she is originally from Russia, and in Russia, that stuff is still allowed. So illegal Russian ink, we love that. I feel so rebellious. And yeah, these are all of my tattoos. Please let me know in the comments, do you have tattoos? Are you interested in tattoos? Would you ever get a tattoo? I would love to hear about that. I love looking at other people's tattoos. I think it's so cool because they always tell a story even when there's no apparent thought to them. And yes, I am looking to get some bits still covered, like here's some space. And also here, I'm thinking I want to get an apple juice box here because I really like drinking apple juice. And the tattoo that I'm gonna be getting on Friday is gonna go here. I was very hesitant to get a tattoo on this spot, not because I'm scared it'll hurt. Like, none of my tattoos have actually hurt. The only person that hurt is my mother. But yeah, this placement to me personally, that's my own opinion, okay? I'm not looking to offend anyone. But getting a tattoo here, it gives, I only have one tattoo and I want everybody to see it. And that was not my vibe. But I think I've got enough tattoos to have some street cred, and I can risk getting a tattoo in that place. So yeah. Thanks for coming to my tattoo talk. Hello, I am back. It's so cold outside. I just picked up a parcel from my neighbors because they were kind enough to take it as I was gone yesterday, and it is a knitting book. I have ordered 2, and both of them have taken a very long time to arrive, and I think that is the one I bought used. The one I ordered new, I ordered via a local bookstore and they didn't have it in stock, so I'm still waiting on that. But this one, it's gonna be so exciting. I did not order it off Amazon. I bought it on eBay, just to be clear. I try not to support Amazon, as probably everybody else does. So I was watching a knitting podcast by Lily Kate France. I've got to say her designs are not entirely my cup of tea, but in one episode she recommended a bunch of knitting books and I looked up all of them, and like Brexit isn't just hitting the British people, it is also hitting me. Because whenever I try to buy vintage or used English books, they're always located in Great Britain, and I have to pay like 14 euros off shipping and then customs on top of that. That is so annoying. Also, my favorite online fabric store is located in England, and I can only order there once a year because the amount of customs I have to pay when I order there is insane. It's like 20% customs. So yes, woo, I'm so excited! It is Designing Knitwear by Deborah Newton. Out of the 4 books that Lily Kate France recommended, this was the only one that I was able to get that was not located in the UK. And I have been wanting to improve my theoretical knowledge on sweater construction and what actually makes a good sweater, because I'm at that point right now where I can point out when something is wrong with a sweater. Like, you all know the problem with the wave sweater, like this is folding up and it's not supposed to be that way, but I have a hard time knowing or figuring out why things are wrong. And I want to learn more about that so that I can eventually successfully design my own sweaters. And oh, it looks so good. I'm so excited to read this. Let's have a look at, it says, from when is this? 1998. That's good. Okay. Ooh, the first chapter is already called Learning to See. That is good. I like to see. I like to use my eyes to see things. Designing with yarn, I'm assuming that is about different yarn weights and textures and fluffiness and stuff like that, spun, unspun, fit and silhouette. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Almost 40 pages in that chapter. I'm gonna be reading that so hard. Designing with knit and purl. It's not super my thing, but it might be interesting, who knows. Color and graphics. Love color work. The Comfortable Classics. No idea what that is gonna be about. Themes and samplers. They're probably gonna be telling me to make gauge swatches, and I actually might cave. So you might see a gauge swatch from me in the near future. And then dressmaker details and finishing techniques. Nice, 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 nice. Pushing the limits. Oh my god, I love this. I love this. They even included some patterns. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. They also have some old pictures in there. Like, isn't that so great? I cannot wait to be reading this. Ooh. Fit and silhouette. Oh my god, there's a dog in there! Not sure what he's doing there, but I like it. Ooh, they have an ease chart. Inches of ease to be added for given silhouettes and fabric weights according to body measurements. There are rules on how much ease you're supposed to add, depending on how you want your garment to fit. See, I already learned a new thing. I love that. It has schematics. Schematics are my newfound obsession, as you might have been able to tell from the rest of this video. Also, when I go to Scotland, I might force my friend to go into used bookstores with me so I can dig around for some vintage knitting books. That is gonna be awesome. I cannot wait. Okay, but my dinner is heating up right now and I'm suspecting it's already gotten beyond my preferred point of crispiness. So I will be wrapping it up here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun hanging out with me and see you in next week's video. Bye!